The energy was high throughout the day as the boys in blue kick off the postseason.
KTLA's Carlos Salcedo is live at Dodger Stadium where he spoke to fans who are hoping for a repeat of last year. Carlos?
That's right, Micah. Share a lot of energy tonight. More than 50,000 fans packed Dodger Stadium tonight to watch Shohei Ohtani, Teoscar Hernandez, and Blake Snell. They were the real stars of tonight's game. Now, I will say, as Ping just mentioned, that 8th inning was stressful for many of us, but the boys in blue were able to pull it off in the end. Game 1 of the National League West Wild Card Series turned out to be a wildly tense night for the Dodgers. The reigning World Series champs were dominant the first half.
Unbelievable. Shohei's the GOAT. Don't care what anyone says.
The first 7 games were awesome. 7 innings were awesome. The last 2 innings were painful.
The pitching. What about the pitching, Blake?
Snellzilla. He's the best.
Our boys in blue taking on the Reds, the Cincinnati Reds, in a best-of-3 game series.
We think that we're going to compete and we're going to surprise some people.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Before the game, the Goodyear blimp was soaring high, making for a romantic date night regardless of who you were rooting for.
I love a good underdog story, so I feel like I feel good about it too, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
No shot.
So house divided for sure then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. At least today.
Start the party, Los Angeles!
Dodger fans, of course, wanting a repeat. Pretty confident, the Dodgers are defending World Series champs.
Oh, yes. Man, we're good, man. We're repeating. 13 wins, and we got the title. For Kershaw,
And new fans rally the team as well. So this is your first game. How are you feeling?
Go Dodgers!
Hey!
Go Dodgers! Go Dodgers! I'm excited. I mean, I've been here with my dad, so it's only right for me to bring my son, to the game. So I'm excited. It's his first game, and we're ready. We're ready to win. We're ready to win this.
Again, Dodgers win 10-5. Game 2 will be held here tomorrow night at 6:08. And Micah, Share, we are now ready for October baseball. We'll see how far the Dodgers take it this season. But Share, I love that blue Dodger dress you're wearing, so I think that was a good luck charm tonight.
I was hoping it would be.
Joined by the Dodgers Game 1 winning pitcher Blake Snell. Blake, congratulations on the start tonight. I want to ask you this because this is old hat for you, pitching in the postseason. Do you prepare as though it's a postseason start against anybody, or how specifically did you drill down on the Reds lineup tonight to get ready for Game 1?
Yeah, no, I was focused on them. I was very specific to their lineup and how I wanted to attack them and ideas of what I would do and wouldn't do. And then once you get out here, you just go off a feel and you just attack.
Blake, it's Jake Peavy. Congratulations, left-hander. First start in Dodger blue, looked a lot like what we've seen Blake Snell in the postseason. Any nerves going in? And then look, we think power all the time. Tonight, you looked under control, making pitches, command better than I've seen it. You're obviously feeling good. Whether you're nervous, you're feeling good, right?
Yeah, no, I was feeling good. A little bit of nerves, a little bit of being, scared of what couldn't happen, stuff like that. But, once you get out here, it goes away and it's attack and there's no more nerves. It's just go get it.
Blake, congratulations on the win, man. You were my favorite guy to go up against because I feel like anytime we had a battle, I could always look at you. You always give me a little jab back, so I appreciate that. But going into this year, the big free agent deal coming to the Dodgers, you knew what you were signing up for, and you knew Yamamoto was going to be there. Ohtani was going to be there. What was the significance for you to be able to get the ball Game 1?
Yeah, no, it was big. This is what I want to do. This is why I came here, is postseason baseball. When the stakes are, the highest they're going to be and see how great I can be. That's really everything to me. So coming here, being able to pitch Game 1, it's exciting. I want more.
So you talked about how you were kind of matchup specific and you knew what you wanted to do against. And we're looking at your pitch usage. Change-up fastball heavy today. A lot of the punch came on the change. And by the way, I don't think they like you in Cincinnati, man. You no-hit them last year. You punch them in the mouth tonight in Game 1 of the wild card round. Was this the kind of the mix that you had envisioned, change-up fastball heavy?
Yeah, I was going to use more curveball and a little more slider, but that's what it called for today, so I'm happy with it. It got good results.
What's it take for the Dodgers to do what no team's done since back in the day with the Yankees, repeat?
Just pitchers got to throw up zeros, and hitters just got to keep doing what they're doing. I think we're playing great defense. I really just think it's pitchers going out there throwing up zeros and getting these hitters in the dugout to do what they do.
Hey, last one from me, Blake. I was thinking of the matchups and seeing Hunter Green versus Ohtani, power on power. When you're able to see him on an everyday basis and at every big moment comes up, he finds a way to come through. What is it like being in the clubhouse with him, and what are you seeing from him?
I mean, for him to start the game off with a home run, that's a good start. But I mean, he's one of a kind. I mean, everyone knows this, and we can say all types of things, but he's the best player that I'll ever watch play the game, and I'm just happy he's on my team.
Blake, we appreciate your time today, man, and it's fun watching you pitch. It was really fun tonight. Congratulations on the win. Go get him next time you're out there.
Appreciate it. I hope we talk to y'all soon.
Hey, a 10-5 win, right? Like, you're usually jumping for joy. This is the least excited I've been about a 10-5 win, particularly in the postseason. We can talk about the good, which is Blake Snell. We can talk about the terrifying, which is the Dodgers bullpen. Where do you want to start?
Listen, people are going to want to talk about the bullpen. We'll eventually get into good. We'll get into the great. But let's talk about this Dodgers bullpen. It took 150,000 pitches, 14 hours to get 3 outs in the top of the 8th inning. And, I've never had such... Like good vibes just go absolutely down the toilet so fast. But that 8th inning did it. And immediately, all of the fears of this team and this bullpen, that was the Reds. This was the Cincinnati Reds. They didn't beat them. The Reds didn't beat the Dodgers in that inning. The Dodgers walked everybody. They were nibbling again. And I hope Dave is not exceptionally happy in the postgame with this one. You happy with the win? Not happy with how things went after Snell left.
59 pitches thrown in the 8th inning. I mean, you're getting guys up that should not have to be up. Bill Plunkett, a 59-pitch inning from Alex Vesia, Edgardo Henriquez, and Jack Dreyer. Four walks. 4 walks, 2 hits, giving up the 3 runs. Dodgers bullpen managed to make an 8-run lead uncomfortable. He's not kidding. It was very uncomfortable. And the thing is, as you mentioned, it is not a situation, Clint, as they get further into this postseason, if they get out of this first round, which obviously I believe that they will, these are going to be close games. Mm-hmm. The further along you get, the better the teams are going to be. And you cannot assume that your offense is going to put up a 10 spot to give you a ridiculous cushion when your bullpen comes in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it shouldn't. I mean, we know this team at some point, in some way, shape, or form, is going to rely on putting a lot of points on the board. We saw the offense able to do that. I see Scotty Braun in the chat saying, Hunter Green is a good pitcher, and they absolutely mashed against him. Yeah, had more opportunities, left more ducks on the pond, but watching this bullpen, immediately the anxiety, I put in our rundown, Blake Snell won the game, Hunter Green lost the game, but the save went to Jim Beam because we're going to be drinking this offseason, friends. This is, it's a problem. It's a problem. And I had also tweeted, and I already put this one on the screen. Listen, the Dodgers, I said earlier at that time, they're going to win the game, but this feels like a massive blow to the bullpen psyche that was starting to gel a little bit in the final week of the season. This is not how you wanted to start, especially with Alex Vesia being the first dog out of that bullpen.
I mean, the Mets are probably sitting at home like, damn, we could have done that. It's like, you can't, and Blake Snell was an absolute beast tonight. I'm so grateful that he started that game. But again, it doesn't matter if we almost blew a gem from Blake Snell. Mm-hmm. And that's frustrating, right? Like, again, you can't expect your offense. You can't expect 5 home runs. I mean, maybe with this team you can. I don't know. But Shohei goes yard twice. Teo goes yard once. It was like, it's unbelievable that it didn't feel like 10 to nothing. You're like, oh, man, this is like, we are cruising. We are sailing. And yes, it's the Reds, but whatever. They're still a postseason team, obviously. But my God, it's like, wow. Yeah. That's all I can say is wow. I mean, I just don't have any confidence right now in what this bullpen's going to be able to do. That was a tough watch.
Yeah, and Ozappa, I'm assuming I'm saying that right, asking why did Vesia come in mop-up duty? That's where Scott should have come in. Scott, maybe not a bad idea, but also you need to, Alana, we said it a bunch last year, you need to stomp on Cincinnati's throat in that situation. Alex Vesia has been your most consistent, arguably your most consistent reliever over the course of the season. You go to stomp out anything in that spot. Vest just didn't have it in that one. He kind of hasn't had it more often than not of late. Dude pitched a lot. Maybe he's taxed. I don't know, but I don't care if he's taxed. Right now, all of these outs, the Phillies aren't going to let the Dodgers off the hook the way the Reds did today.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close. And the Phillies again will have more rest. And I was thinking about this too, as all these guys were coming out of the bullpen. You're raising the pitch count on all of these relievers moving forward too. You know what I mean? It's like the more that 59 pitches in one inning, the more that Alex Vesia had to throw, the more that, Henriquez had to throw, the more that, Jack Dreyer had to throw, like that, all of that continues to tally. In terms of the bullpen usage. So, all right, well, it's like Yamamoto, good luck.
Yeah,
we're going to need a complete game shutout out of you tomorrow.
Shout out Blake Trinan. He looked good in his inning. Alana, we were hanging out here before the game ended, and I'm screaming at Justin Dean, who has one goddamn job on this team, and that's to catch baseball in center field. And he decided to catch it here and then off of his face. Don't do that anymore, Justin Dean. You're on this roster for a reason. They have one fewer pitcher, so they could have somebody like you or Will Smith as a pinch hitter or whatever it is. Play cleaner baseball, but trying to make it positive again. Blake Trinan looked good. Emmett Sheehan had to warm.
Trinan looked great.
Yeah, Ed Sheehan had to warm up. Also, so did Emmett Sheehan. He had to start warming up. But he is somebody I have all the faith in the world in. Roki Sasaki not used in this game. He looked good in his 2 outings, but also, are we playing with fool's gold, relying on just 2 outings to say how this dude is blessed and primed for a big-time postseason? This immediately just awoken all of the fears right away that if there's one facet of this team, this organization right now that's going to cost Clayton Kershaw a chance at ending his career with the World Series, it's going to be this bullpen.
Are you a little surprised that Anthony Banda was left off the World Series roster? I wish the wild card roster.
Yeah, Bonda's been another dude who's just been, obviously start to finish with this team this season, has been somebody who's been relied upon, has been pretty high on Dave's trust tree, as he'll call it. I think it was a little shocking. I understand maximizing your potential offensive capabilities or defensive capabilities by adding Haesung Kim or Justin Dean to a short series, but I don't know. They have a lot of lefty batters. Doesn't hurt to have one more lefty pitcher who has been there for the entirety of the season. So a little bit of a shock. I had learned that he was going to be off the roster late last night, and I was like, it just seems weird. What's the play here? Ultimately, Will Smith's hand is the play that he can't, this hand, that he's still not up to 100%.
Yeah, I get it. It's just a weird, I don't know. And I was like, Justin Dean, who the hell is Justin Dean? But whatever. He's in for defensive purposes, I guess, and that just didn't work out really well. Wrobleski should have just pitched the last 2 innings.
Yeah, I love that idea as well. I saw that going on online. Russell with the great chat there. We are going to get to the chat. Appreciate a lot of people hanging out with us. The Dodgers did win. We should have some sort of positive feelings. There are just 12 more wins to go. That's the wrong one. I wanted this one. 12 wins to go for this team. We have a lot to talk about. We still have good and great. We've gone through the ugly. How about we hear from us real quick about DraftKings, and then we will